Hello, humans and pets. Today we are going to be once again showing the Impossible Whopper and the regular Whopper difference taste thingy.
Per request.
Yes. So we already did this before. We didn't upload it.
Correct.
So we're doing it again.
We're doing it again. And let me preface this, and I know you.
So
you
we
didn't-
had the Impossible Whopper before, and it tasted better than the original. So we are going to see if it has hold up.
You're not gonna let me
This
come in
was
first?
when it was like fresh. So let's see, like a year or two or
Later.
whenever later, like however long it's been since the release. See if it's good or not. Still,
Okay.
see if it's better. See if it's actual meat and they just call it Impossible.
Okay. Well, then we'll do it.
So we got two. Sorry, my dog is being silly. Made me laugh. We got two Impossible Whoppers and one Whopper.
And why is that?
And
This
we are
is my
going-
part of
We
the
are
story.
going to cut off in half the Whopper because Burger King is stupid.
Well, yeah. Let's just say we used the app. I decided we were going to use the app, and for whatever reason, our participating store
We had a deal.
claims we had a deal where it was buy one Whopper get one free.
Yeah, it was just like get a free Whopper.
And so we did that. We paid for it. He went in to get it. Somehow they only gave us one.
And
They don't-
They don't do deals.
They don't do
there.
deals.
Whatever that means. So the deals on the apps you can't do at the place. So that's
Not to mention, I again, we haven't gone to Burger King in forever. It's not a place that we normally go, and anytime I don't get what I'm supposed to get, it just makes me angry. He tells me to chill out, but it just makes me angry in that case. So, a regular Whopper was, what was the prices? Because you tell me I'm going to say
I don't
how much.
remember. It was like around like $5.30.
Say $5.50 for a regular Whopper, and it was
like
$6.50 for an
yeah.
Impossible Whopper, which kind of goes against the idea of, have the Impossible one being cheaper.
But it is healthy for the environment.
It's better for the environment, so I guess that you have to pay for that price. But anyways,
So if you open this up and you look at it, it kind of looks like a regular patty. It looks like a regular Whopper kind of. Smushy and not tall.
again, you watch like people in other places eat
I
food
think
like
it's
this.
because the fast food around us, they don't actually care about what they make as long as they get paid.
I don't know. It looks like someone sat on both
It
of my
looks like
burgers.
somebody made a beautiful burger and then it went BANG!
I got to be honest with you. I said to Ryan before this, and I'm going to stick to my guns on it. I believe I'm going to delete the app. We're going to protest Burger King officially.
Yeah, we hate Burger King now.
Just because, this was my favorite place in Brutical. You'll remember this every night.
Yeah, Jim.
When we were the gym. Johnny calls you Jim. Anyways, every night we would play basketball for hours and hours, and we would go to Burger King every night. And when I was 18 years old, actually under 18, we were like 15, 16, 17. As soon as we got licensed, so we had to be 17. We would drive there. We would get food every night. We would eat there. This was like one of my favorite establishments. But to me, if you're going to spend $6 for a hamburger,
And it's not even a good one.
and I mean, look at it. It's smushed. I'm very disappointed in the quality of product that came out here. I'm not a Yelper, and I don't want to go but I don't know. We did this. We said we were going to do the review. We're going to do the review. This may be the last Burger King review. And if you have any comments about this, feel free. But
I don't like tomatoes.
it set me off to begin with when he came out and they said we're not going to do deals at this place because the place
Yeah.
did burn down
It kinda
and they
confused
rebuilt
me.
back up again. But we have other apps. Let's take Little Caesars because we've been
Little
going there.
Caesars is great.
The Little Caesars by
I love
us
Little Caesars.
didn't do one of the plans, but on the app it didn't allow me to do the plan.
Yeah.
But if I would have drove twice as far, I could have did the deal, but it wouldn't have been a deal to me because I would have drove twice as
Yeah.
far. So if that's the case, Burger King should fix their app.
Yeah.
And they should fix their customer service as far as
Yeah,
it looks like they sat on our burgers.
We all just sat like inside of the thing, and we were all there, and like a bunch of like grown adults were taking the Burger King crowns and putting them on their head.
Well, that's the
And
other. It's
they
weird
were all-
in a
they
day
were-
of
They were all
COVID.
sitting there, and we all just sat there for a while. And I already ordered it on the app like 5 minutes before we got to the store.
Right.
So I was surprised when we got there.
And it wasn't ready.
Somebody ordered on the app like at like early in the morning for breakfast, and they haven't picked it up yet. So they were just like constantly calling their name. And then we were just sitting there and we were waiting.
This is the Whopper.
We were just waiting for a while, and then they finally called the order number rather than the name, like the other guy. They called the order number, so we went. I went up and they said, okay, 2 Impossible Whoppers and a Whopper. Is that correct? I'm like, yeah, but there should be another Whopper. And then they said, we don't do deals here. It's a newer place. So, and then I'm like, okay, thank you.
Again,
and
enjoy the
she
video
stormed
of the
so
Burger King, because it may be the last one we get.
It might be the
but-
last Burger
Yeah,
King ever.
it definitely annoyed me on that. So, all right, how would you like to,
I took off tomatoes because I don't like
that's
tomatoes.
fine. I'm going to take a piece of, this is the Impossible Whopper, just to try it plain.
Of the patty.
I'm going to try just a chunk of each.
So this is what the patty looks like.
Yeah, I mean, if you put them side by side, Impossible
can't
is in
really
my
tell.
right hand. I mean, you can't tell to look at them. You really can't by looks.
Yeah.
And to pull a piece off, this is the Impossible one. If you see the camera shaking, my dog's jumping on a chair.
Impossible one tastes good. We'll have to see.
All right, so you have the...
Which one are we taking a bite of first?
I just threw both of them in my face because we talked so much about our discuss for Burger King. I figured we'd get right to it.
Yeah, the Impossible Whopper last time I had.
Sorry, you asked
I
for a
liked it
review,
more.
but you got a little more than what the review was. You got a Yelp review also.
Yeah, people on Yelp are silly. Unless you give good reviews on Yelp. It's like 1 in a million. Nobody goes on Yelp and gives good reviews. It's only when they're disgusted by the customer service. So.
What do you think? What is your assessment? To eat just the patty,
Yeah.
I do like the flame broiled. I do like the smoky taste you get. You know, you don't get that when you get a McDonald's or you get anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
That was one thing I've always liked about Burger King XL. The patty, the Whopper patty alone does a good job of sucking up the smoke taste,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
The patty definitely gives you that Hamburg flavor.
Which one?
Of the Whopper itself.
Yeah.
When you eat the Whopper, you taste like ground Hamburg.
Yeah.
It tastes like a smoky patty.
Like a patty. This one,
You get the same texture, but you don't get that Hamburg.
yeah, you don't get the taste.
You
anymore.
do get a flavor though.
It was definitely more seasoned last time.
Yeah, but I was just going to say the same thing. You get a taste.
Well, we got it at a different place.
We
last
did get it
time.
at a different place. But Impossible meat should be Impossible meat.
Yeah.
It is many months
And
later.
you should make it the same at every Burger King, right?
I got to be honest with you. Not only was I'm going to take an official bite first.
It was more money, and this time it kind of.
It was
tastes
$1
like
more.
We're doing the regular Whopper.
It was $1 more. Again, so say $5.50 for a Whopper, somewhere in that general range. $6.50 for an Impossible Whopper. So they're not undercutting
No,
meat.
definitely
They're
not.
not undercutting money wise, which I said in a previous video
I feel like
when
they,
we ate the plant-based burgers that the only way they're going to really take over the meat business and try to sway people is going to be cost.
Yeah.
Especially in the hard times, people might try to cut $1 here, cut $1 there. If you're going to charge more money, you're only going to get the people that really don't want to eat meat, and that's
Yeah.
far and few between
or that like
in America, anyways.
See, the thing is I really liked the last one last time, but just by the patty, I think it's kind of a letdown so far.
Is it napkins? Mm-mm. And they didn't even give us napkins. That's it. That's strike 3 on this one.
Yeah, we like that.
They're right there in front of you. Yep.
I found
Thank you.
them.
Yeah. As you might see in this video,
At least Dunkin' gives us napkins.
Hey,
Dunkin's
you know-
cool. And McDonald's.
McDonald's
They
gave us
for the
napkins.
spicy nuggets.
I'm pretty disgusted in our local Burger King. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Whopper. It's good.
It's nothing special.
I mean, I haven't worked it since I was 14 years old, but I mean, look at the patty itself. I don't remember them being so thin. I just don't. I remember Whopper being like, when I was a kid, that was like, oh, I can't wait to eat a whole Whopper instead of a Whopper Junior, you know, and like, oh, it's gonna fill me right up. I mean, this thing is,
The Whopper Juniors are probably bigger than
look at it,
this
it
one.
is super thin, super thin.
It's just the Big Macs at our place look so sad too because like it's just bad.
And the
I don't-
Impossible
I don't even know
Whopper
what
is
they
the
do
same
to it.
thickness. Let me take a bite of that.
You know it's gonna be bad when it has a smushy bottom. It's it's not going to be the best it could be.
I agree with you. The one we had, and there's no way it can be the place because they buy. If it's like it used to be 100 years ago.
Well, they might have seasoned after and actually took care in preparation.
I don't. If they still do it the same way they did when I worked there, when I was 14 years old, you literally took the patty and you stuck it on a conveyor belt. And if anyone works there now or knows of anyone who works there now, leave a comment down below. But I used to take a regular burger or the Whoppers. You had a box of each, and you just throw it on a conveyor belt, and it would go through, and you drop however many you needed, and then someone on the other side would take it and prepare the burger and do the stuff. So there wasn't any seasoning. There wasn't any of that. You took a hard Whopper, and you dropped them on a thing. And but this patty, this time, and I'm not just because I'm disgruntled, the Impossible Whopper does not have any flavor.
No,
I was just going to say
it was so better last time. It had like some like seasonings on it. Felt like it tasted better than the other patty. But this time it's kind of a letdown.
It didn't even soak up like if you eat this one, and this is the regular Whopper, you can at least taste the smoky taste from the cooking process.
You can taste barely on this one.
Oh, hands down.
Stringy onion.
And it's funny because I was telling my brother actually the other day about how we tried this deal, and we actually both, last time when we did this, and this is many months ago, preferred the Impossible Whopper.
I'm just kind of let down on Burger King's total performance. Even the Whopper is sad.
Now, if you didn't see the previous video that we just uploaded yesterday on the Juan Burger,
yeah, the Juan Burger, that's miles above this, sadly.
Was so much better tasting.
It
was
sad.
So much better tasting than what this is. I'm not even gonna lie. That one had a flavor to it. Mm-hmm. This is actually a flavorless patty. I give it 2 thumbs down for I would not only. Okay, and not to well, we can put them against each other. Burger King and McDonald's have been fighting each other for years. And my wife's a McDonald's person. If we ever stop somewhere, she always never wanted to go to Burger King other than the French fries.
I see why.
And we grew up eating Burger King, because back then it was, 50 cents a cheeseburger or whatever it was. It was cheap. It was cheap. But, I mean, if I'm going to spend almost $6.50 for a burger, then I'll go to Red Robin's.
Yeah, I love this. Mm-hmm. Well, even Five Guys. Five Guys made such a better burger. You can put all the toppings on. This thing, it's like the patty is small. Mm-hmm. It's tasteless. There's no seasoning. There's no spices. It's kind of just like a.
I don't know what they did. This was so much. I don't even know how to explain it.
So much better. It kind of. The only good thing about this so far is like the pickles. I really like the pickles, and but they only put 2.
And I like the onion with the mayonnaise. That's about it. I mean, if it didn't have any of that stuff on there, you wouldn't even know you weren't eating the bread.
One thing of lettuce.
Again, look at how thin. This is the Impossible Whopper burger. It is. You know what? I wanted to say which one.
Because this one's bigger than the regular Whopper.
I wanted to say which one was better. Neither is my assessment. Honestly, I don't recommend either one of these. And it is good. I shouldn't say that. Is it an okay Whopper? Yes. Would I drive across the street and get the McDonald's because there's always a McDonald's across the street from a Whopper? Yes, because you've got a $1 menu.
Dude, this thing it's like $6 plus tax for this. And then the regular Whopper is $5. The Whopper I probably wouldn't even pay $2 for. I'd rather go pay $3 to a Big Mac.
I'd drive somewhere where there's a Little Caesars and get a large pepperoni pizza and can eat it twice. But for less money. What is it, $5.99 for that? We still have to try one of their regular
$5 for cheese or pepperoni.
Again, we're ranting a little bit. I started off this video, I guess, disgruntled because of what happened of our thing. But I'm not giving an assessment. This is a true evaluation. We loved the Impossible Whopper last time. We loved it.
It's sad how far down it's
and for what, $20 for 3 burgers? I feel like I was just robbed.
This seems like the perfect. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
He hit that one. This is. I guess you should have wore a sweatshirt. This would have been the appropriate
it's not
time.
Butterfly shrimp.
No,
or whatever.
Honestly, I I'd have to get so many comments to go back to Burger King. They could come out with a prime rib meal, and I don't think I want to go get it. This not only does it. It's funny because you look at a picture. I mean, it literally looks like someone sat on our burgers to begin with. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And that's kind of the people who made it fault. I don't want to blame them 100%.
No.
But if you're actually good in what you're making,
I can blame them for it. If you're not associated with the app, then you shouldn't you shouldn't take the order.
No.
Like I said on the way when you were telling me relax. On the ride home, and I ranted the whole ride home because it was in the next town over. When we did this at Little Caesars, our Little Caesars wasn't affiliated with the deal that they had, so we didn't get that deal. But if I wanted to drive somewhere
they
else,
said there was a deal, but they didn't even give us the option to select it.
Right. Yeah, I feel these guys, if you don't want to associate with the app, then they should do it.
Their app,
yeah.
They have to fix everything.
Honestly, I don't know what happened to the Impossible Burger.
I don't know what happened to the Whopper.
It's an okay burger, but it's not It's not a $6 burger.
$5, $6,
whatever it is, $5, $6. It is not a $6 burger.
No, that's like 4 at most, maybe 3.
I mean, we've eaten we've traveled all over the place, and we've eaten at Hardee's and at different places off the highway when there's not a McDonald's running around. Because normally we'll stop in, grab something quick from if we're driving for a long distance. And
this is disappointing.
I mean, I remember eating a hot, and we only had that once, but it was like a restaurant burger. Even Red Robin, they make a good burger. This is not.
It's not bad texture wise. And if I ate it, it kind of tastes like the Whopper, except it has less smoky flavor. Last time it was full of smoky flavor.
Last time it sucked up the smoky flavor.
It tastes like rather than flame boiling that, it tastes like they put it on a pan.
It has the texture of meat. And it doesn't have that seasoning in the flavor.
It has no seasoning. It has no flavor.
It really did. Last time, we both said the same thing at the same time. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I actually like the Impossible Whopper better. This time, I do not. The Whopper did beat the Impossible Whopper. Mm-hmm.
We drove out. Snow everywhere. It was just a snowstorm.
It was just a snowstorm yesterday. Yeah. And
it was big snow. It was snow for a while. Multiple days snowstorm.
Multiple days. Well, we're in the spell. It could come. But anyways, it was not worth the drive.
At least the sesame seeds are good.
No, I mean, it's not a bad burger. It's not a $6 burger, though. No. And this was over $6. This was like $6.49 or something.
At least put cheese on the thing for free.
Well, that's the other thing.
You have to spend money for cheese, spend money for bacon.
I always said that. It should be a cheeseburger and have me tell you to take the cheese off. There's no such thing as a hamburger. Who, you know what I mean? Who orders a hamburger? If you would prefer a hamburger over cheeseburger, and I know my brother-in-law does, but he's probably not watching these videos. But he's the only person I know that that I don't like. I would prefer a cheeseburger. So I agree with you. It should be tell me to take the cheese off, not the other way around.
Yeah.
I know they charge more if you get a Whopper with cheese. And
they charge more with cheese, charge more with bacon, charge more with mustard even.
Right, we ranted about them long enough, I guess. The Impossible Whopper did not beat the regular Whopper today. Didn't even come close.
And the Whopper didn't beat the Impossible Whopper. I think it's a lose-lose.
Honestly, the Whopper didn't beat the corn burger we ate in the last episode.
Everything lost today. For the amount of money we spent, I think it's a scam.
Yeah, I'm almost offended I didn't go and try a pizza. I've been thinking about that. I've been trying to get him to expand to Pizza Hut.
Little Caesars is good.
He loves Little Caesars.
It's really good.
So if anyone wants to see, I know it recently came out within the last month. They have a Detroit-style pizza at Pizza Hut. Leave us a few comments, and I appreciate the fact that
10 comments that we hit, we will do more ramen.
We will do the ramen. We were looking for a variety of comments, but I love the fact that the dedication of our one subscriber put it in 6 times that he wants to see it, and we will do that review for that, just because of that, just because of the dedication. And it was also his recommendation to get this, so we tried it.
It was disappointing to say the least.
It was disappointing.
It was probably the best thing at McDonald's besides their fries, in my opinion. And that was one of the worst.
We did, and again, we had this many months ago when it wasn't when it first came out, but it was relatively new.
It was like a month after.
But it really, how can you not have the flavor now? I don't understand that.
I don't know what they changed. It's a different restaurant, like it's a different establishment, so they might have.
But it's a frozen patty. It's not like they make them themselves.
You literally just like cook it, you know.
No.
I don't know how they cooked it that way. It would taste different.
It's not as meaty. I don't know. They did something. And I don't know if they're trying to cut costs so they can try to...
Don't squish the buns. If you work it, but don't squish it.
Yeah.
Let us squish it when we grab it, you know, and eat it.
Well, it's funny, too, because they kind of... Their whole setup, because even, like if you go to McDonald's, they have parking spots so you can... For the people who use the app, or you go through the drive-thru. Yeah. The same thing in the time of COVID, everyone, even at Popeyes, go through the drive-thru.
They still have the Burger King hats.
Which is fine, and I get that. But like, they actually have people going in the store to get the food. Where you try to do things. I mean, look at Little Caesars; they got a portal. Domino's has curbside. Everyone's trying to do something to get people away, and this place said, "Come on in, and we'll yell your name." Yeah, kind of defeats the purpose. But again, leave a comment. Should we protest Burger King? Should we stay with Burger King?
If you have anything that's not $18 for Burger King, let's do it.
I think I don't think you can even sway me with your comments, but you can try.
You can try your best.
I'm pig-headed, and once I get something in my head, I have a hard time.
Five Guys is still the best. Maybe we'll do a Five Guys review.
I wish Five Guys came up with something new. They make a delicious burger. And if you want to see a Five Guys review,
we never tried the bacon milkshake.
You just like Five Guys milkshakes.
Well, I like Five Guys in general. Their burgers are delicious.
Leave a comment if there's anything you guys want to see in the future. We'll try to get to it. We do have a couple things on our list, and we're definitely going to get to them. And thank you for your 6 comments that you left just to get us to 10 comments. And we will do a ramen noodle coming soon.
Make sure you subscribe.
Yep, subscribe. Hit that like button. And
only like 40% of viewers are subscribed. So.
Right. And recommend us to your friends. That's what. If you like us, recommend us. And that's it. That's our Burger King. Thank you for listening to our rant.
It tasted like food, but this is not worthy of like a guinea pig. Or chinchilla.
Like the chinchilla. You always wanted a chinchilla.
Yeah,
but I don't know what happened to the Impossible Whopper. It used to have flavor. And in this one, it's not.
Mr. Turtle doesn't even like it.
No, he didn't even want to try it.
No, he didn't even go for it this time.
All right, that's our review. Let us know. Sorry if I ranted too long.
And give us napkins.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't even give us napkins.
You put a ton of mayo on your burger, no ketchup. There is ketchup, but
you might sense the disappointment we had in the establishment alone.
At least one napkin.
He's always laughed because who yelps? Like who says bad things about stuff? I almost want to tweet Burger King and tell them how disappointed I am, and just to see what they say. Because this was an overall terrible experience. We'll leave it at that. So that's our review.
They didn't even give us full cut tomatoes like this one.
I don't know. Impossible Whopper lost today. In the Whopper, I can't even say. I think it. I
don't think it won either.
It lost to the Corn Burger yesterday.
I think they both lost.
I agree.
For the price, that's insane.
Yep. So,
I'd rather go get Five Guys.
Yeah.
For the same price.
For the same price, right? Because
at least their burgers are it's
substantial.
Patty.
You could barely put it in your face.
They don't squish the buns.
Right, it's like this big.
You can get the peanuts.
Yeah.
Fresh cut potatoes.
Burger King may be off the list, so that's our assessment.
Scoop of fries.
Right.
Everything's superior.
Yeah. Sorry, that's it. That's what we got.
Kind of silly.
All right.
Burger King.
Have it your way, not.